Hi guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the ugly truth. And my guest here today is my mummy.
Hi.
Yes, my mom likes my British accent, so that's why I'm talking in my British accent right now.
So I love your British accents. You know that, right?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. But if you feel comfortable on your accent, like American accent, you can speak in American accent.
Okay, that will be later on in the video.
Okay. So today we talking about all ugly truth, right?
Ugly truth?
Yes.
Okay.
And so couple months ago you diagnosed with ADHD, right?
Yes, ADHD.
So can you explain them what is ADHD and what symptom you have?
So ADHD is basically a hyper disorder.
Right.
And I forgot what the two ADs were for, but HD stands for hyper disorder. And my symptoms are not focusing in class, getting hyperactive at times, not listening,
And not sleeping.
and not sleeping. Yes, that is true. Coffee doesn't make me hyper at all because I'm already hyper. So I can drink 5 mugs of coffee and still be okay.
But you never drink them. Okay.
Yes.
Just for the clear.
Coffee's bitter.
Yeah.
It's very bitter, but if you eat it with a cookie or something, it will slow down the bitter taste.
So how you feel when I didn't know you have ADHD, right? And like a teacher used to call me and complain about you. Isabella doesn't focus. Isabella just keep talking, like this, all kinds of stuff, and it make me really sad because I feel like I raised you better than that, right? And you're smart. You know that in a house,
Yes.
everywhere you see, there's a book. You love reading books, right? So my question was for you that time, why don't you listen? So what you feel when I say that? Tell your friends and family. Even there's so many kids out there who have ADHD and parents doesn't understand them. You don't choose to be who you are. Your brain makes you that way, right? Can you explain them what you feel when mama was so frustrated, angry, and sad with you when you know or how you feel?
So, how I felt when you didn't know I have ADHD, I felt overwhelmed, mad, and sad too.
Right.
The overwhelmed part is because you keep on yelling at me, but it's also not my fault. It's because my brain tries to tell me what to do, but then the ADHD kicks in
Right.
and then makes me go down the wrong path.
Yes.
And I don't like, and it just makes me overwhelmed because I try to do the right thing.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, my mom gets a call.
Yeah.
And then
From teacher.
From the teacher, and I get in trouble, and then I get discipline.
Yeah.
The sad part is I didn't also know I had ADHD too.
Right.
And I was very sad when I found that out too because ADHD is not a good thing for kids to have.
Right.
It's very hard to deal with.
Right.
I've dealt with it because I have ADHD.
Right.
It's hard.
Very hard. So, and I'm really sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Bottom of my heart. I love you very much.
Yes, and that's okay. I forgive you. But I also have to make sure that I don't do things on purpose and take advantage.
Exactly. I mean for that. So my other question, I'm not gonna mention the name. I have a friend, really good friend.
Yes.
And one of them, her daughter have ADHD, right? And she's struggling. She keeps saying it's the same thing. Like she gets trouble in school all the time. But her daughter is a way different than you. You like to read, right? When you're alone.
Yes, but here's the thing though, I'm also a Taurus, which is basically the sign of my zodiac. Tauruses like to be alone in their room or outside with nature alone with their best friends or somebody they're close to.
Right.
And then they do whatever they want. I like sitting here in my room alone, having my window open so all the light can come in, listening to music
Or reading.
and
books.
just sketching.
Yes.
Or sitting on my bed reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Really.
Yeah, but you do, just Just for the clear, you do love to read, don't you?
Yes, I do love to read last night, but also I read at times that I'm not supposed to read. Like when I'm supposed to be taking a nap, I read a book.
Right.
And at night, like last night, here, I'll literally show you. This right here is my clock, but I also have my Alexa, and she plays music for me. And this part right glows, so I put on purple, and I accidentally put it a little too high for the light, and then I started reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yes.
So no. So what I'm trying to say is, my friend, she said her daughter doesn't even read. She doesn't do read. She doesn't do a lot of history stuff what you're supposed to do. But I told her, like, I'm in a medical field. I'm going full time work, full time school, full time job. And I told her to put her daughter in a therapy. Therapy helps a lot, right?
Yes, true. Therapy does help, and
Tell your fans, or who subscribes your channel, tell them therapy makes you better, don't you? You
yes,
went to
therapy. Yes, I've been to therapy, and so has my parents. We all have been to therapy, and
So you've been to a therapy, right? So tell them what you feel being in a therapy. Therapy helps ADHD.
yes, so therapy. I've been to therapy. And therapy helps a lot. So sometimes sometimes my best friend would come, won't come, but sometimes I would call her, and then she would be like, just pretend I'm your therapist and tell me all the drama. And then I would tell her all the drama, and it helps me calm down. That's what therapists do. You tell them your feelings, and then that helps you calm down because it releases your stress and anger.
Yeah,
And then someone actually knows about it,
right.
and then they can also help you and give you solutions of
Yeah.
what to do.
And they don't. Your therapist, she doesn't judge you, right?
Yes, and so they don't judge you
Yeah,
either.
don't mention her name. That's illegal, okay? But she's super nice lady, right?
I don't know my therapist's name, so
But she's good. Tell them she's really good.
yeah, she's an amazing
Yes,
therapist.
she's a very good therapist. So we are talking ugly truth, right? Today.
Yes, the ugly truth.
Yeah, ugly truth. So tomorrow your school's gonna start, right?
Yes, my school's going to start. Today's the last day of my winter break.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right. Do you miss your school?
This is weird. So when I'm at school, I'm like, ugh, when is the break gonna come? But then when the break comes, I'm like, when is school gonna start again?
Right.
Yeah, like I hate school when I'm at school, but then when I'm at home, I love school.
So other thing, like I get always like a phone calls and then text message from your teacher, right? Isabella did this. Most complaint is you not listening. You keep talking. So that
Yes.
part, even therapist said, even doctor said, your brain make you to do that, right? Because a lot of them kids who had ADHD, if you're not interested in that particular subject,
Yes.
you don't pay attention. So now your teacher know you have, because we have a huge meeting with a principal, right? And then we did talk about your condition, right? So after that, have your teacher little bit pay attention to you, and she give you a little bit, like a soft size. Hey, maybe Isabella have this condition, I would be extra, careful with her, or extra clicker with her. Is anything happened to you?
Yes, so she has been a little bit softer with me. And I think she's doing great already without having a soft side or anything.
Right.
But also with ADHD, like
Right.
in one particular subject, like science or social studies, I love it. It is so cool. I love
Right.
how science can just tells you everything about the world.
Right.
And it's really cool. But also I'm interested in space and the ocean. Like what's in the ocean.
Right.
My dad has thalassophobia, which means having a fear of
Water.
big, giant, large spaces of water, like the ocean.
Okay.
But my dad it's a little bit different for us thalassophobia. Instead of like how big the ocean is, it's what's in the ocean. Like it's what in the ocean. Like my dad says, we know everything about outer space, but we never look in our seas.
That's why I want to be scientist. I really want one of my kids astronaut. God swear.
Astronaut or scientist or somebody who at least studies about space.
Space and work in a NASA. That is my big
Really?
big dream.
That's what you want one of us to do.
Yes.
So
Don't I deserve it? Okay, tell me we're talking about ugly truth. Don't I deserve it, honey? Tell me the truth. Because all I want is better future for you. I don't want a diamond. I don't want a ring. I don't want a house, anything. I joke around. Honey, I joke around. I have a beautiful house. My husband give me, God bless me. He give me everything and I have everything. I work my damn butt off and I believe in myself, right? I'm always positive. I'm always happy. I'm always nice to people and kind to people, right? And God,
yes.
God will be very nice to me. But my big dream or big concern is I'm not gonna ask you. You have to. But I think it's high education. If you know, if you have a knowledge, like if you're interested, scientists are like a next. They will do so much stuff. And when I was young, I want to be singer all the time. You know that. I want to sing. I want to explore the world. Turns out my voice is like
Your
like
voice is like nails on
no,
chalkboard.
yep. I have a horrible voice, and I agree that. I totally agree, right? But and the other thing, when I was young, I love history. You know, right?
Yes, Mummy does love history.
So much.
And she's really good at history. She is amazing at it. But also, here's one thing about going in outer space or working in NASA. You have to be a certain age, certain height, certain weight, a lot of things to be in NASA and go to outer space. Also, you have to train too, because if you never train to go into outer space and you just went to outer space, you would mostly end up likely throwing up in space because because there's zero gravity in space, and that gravity makes your body feel all wiggly jiggly, and it doesn't make you feel good. Then you basically throw up.
Right.
Yes. So you need to train and learn how to keep your body steady while there's no gravity around.
Right. But you can work in an office in NASA. You don't have to go in space. You know that, right?
I know. I've always been interested in space, but the one thing I love about space is the galaxies
Right.
and the star signs of the zodiac and the constellations.
Oh, yeah,
They're all so cool.
Yeah, you're really good at it. That zodiac signs and constellations, those are really good. You are good at it. That.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am a Taurus, my mom is a Scorpio, my dad's a Libra, and my little brother's a Virgo.
Right.
So me and William, we are earth signs. My mom is a water sign for the elements of the zodiac. So for Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn, that is earth. For my mom, it is water. For my dad, it is air. And for air, it is smart, intelligent, and mysterious. And I forgot the rest, but it is really cool. I actually have a book about it, but I don't know where I put it. Do you know where I put it, Mommy?
No, Gus will know. So let's talk about this. So this happens, right? So another thing, one of them, my doctor told me, like your doctor, ADHD kids or autistic kids, right?
Yes.
They are particular about some subject, right? And
Yes.
if they put their mind and soul, they will be the smartest kids ever,
Yes.
right? So what do you think about that?
I think that is very true. But it can't just be any subject. Like it has to be.
Specific?
Well, here's the thing. In school, you don't have a choice. You have to do that subject,
Okay.
right?
Right.
And for kids who have ADHD, if they don't like that subject, they will just
Not
be like,
interested.
they'll just be like, blah, no, I don't want to do it. And then they'll just write the wrong answer for each one and be like,
On
there.
purpose?
Well, not on purpose. Well, they would put their mind into it,
Right.
but not 100%. They will put like 40 or 50% of their mind into it.
Right.
But when it's one particular subject, they will put 100% their mind and soul into it, and then they will get a straight A.
Right.
But
Right.
for-
You used to get straight A and A plus every time.
Yes,
And-
Sorry, guys, I was drinking water. You know what's funny? I put some stickers on here. Here's the Doge dog. There's a cat
Okay.
and another cat.
Are we gonna have wrap up soon, right?
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna wrap it up soon.
so tell your followers and your fans, like, if you have ADHD or you don't have ADHD, right? What's your suggestion to them? Are they supposed to be like honest with their parents, and like what you think? You tell
Okay,
me.
okay. So
what-
for kids who don't have ADHD, right? Kids have to be truthful and honest to the parents, but not like super honest, not like desperately, brutally honest. Like honest, like, honey, did you steal my food? Like, honey, did you drink soda when you're not supposed to? And you reply, yes, mommy, I did. I was very, very, very craving soda. Like something kind of like that. But not like brutally honest when they say, honey, does my makeup look good? And then you say, no, it looks really bad on you. You look like a pig.
Oh,
Not like that. Like, instead of saying you look like a pig, try and say, the eyeshadow doesn't really work out, but I really love how you did lipstick and blush. Something kind of like that.
what about like the chores and a house chore? Do you think so, kids?
Yes, kids should do chores every day, but not like brutally like forcing to do chores. Like do like 2 or 3 chores a day.
Right.
Like two chores that I sometimes do. One, I take out I don't take out the trash, but I wash the dishes. I always do that. And number 2,
Sometime.
I sometimes
Got
do
it,
it,
yes.
and then I
This is,
sleep.
remember, this is only truth, okay? I want
Yes,
you
the
truthful,
truth.
okay?
I'm being truthful. I sometimes do the dishes, and I sometimes sweep. Well, I barely even sweep, but.
Yes.
And for kids who do have ADHD, they still have to be truthful and honest to the parents.
Right.
But not like brutally
Yeah,
honest.
but can you encourage them to tell their parents truth? Their mind tricks them a lot, right? They're not
Yes.
doing this on purpose because you do have ADHD.
Yes, I have ADHD, and it's very hard to work with it. But you also have to get used to it, cause in your life, there's not gonna be second chances.
Right.
Like, you can only get one chance, and you have to have that one chance.
Right.
In school, you can have 5 or 6 chances. It's not going to be, but once you get into middle school, it's not going to be all easy, happy, and fun, ha, 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 he.
Right.
You have to study. You have
And
to
focus.
take tests. You have to focus. You have to pay for your lunch.
Right. And hey, tell them this. Remember, you told me even you have ADHD, find a friend, good friend, 2 or 3, right? Good
Yes,
friends
fine.
who make you happy, who you make them happy. Like a
Yes.
friendship works both ways. Remember, you
Yes.
told me.
Friendship works both ways. I have 2 amazing besties.
Right.
I have 2 amazing besties, and I love them. They are so kind. They're so generous. They make me laugh. I make them laugh. We are amazing.
Yes.
You know, we made a group. Since we're all Tauruses, we call it the TTG, the Triplet Taurus group. Because me and my 2 other besties make 3, and for 3 equals triplet. And
Yeah.
we're both Tauruses, and then we made a group.
Right.
That's why it's called the TTG.
Right.
Or we call it the TGG, Taurus Girls Group.
Right. And tell them if someone bullies you, do not take bullies, right? Take action. Tell the teacher or tell your parents. Remember, in some kids in your school, they call you Asian kids, right?
Yes. And also, this morning I was watching TV and then I saw this YouTube short. And it basically says how to respond to mean girls. So I wrote it down. I don't know. I wrote it down. So, number one, if a girl is being mean to you, say, "Are you okay?"
Okay.
And then and the reason why you say, "Are you okay?" is because they will think you're dumb, and then they will respond something truthful or not truthful, and you will know.
Oh.
Number two, you have something on your teeth, and this is for middle school and high school,
Oh.
but there are some that you can use for any type of grade. You have something on your teeth. This is for middle school and high school. So if a mean girl walks up to you and says, You don't look good on that skirt at all, but I look way prettier than you." And you respond, "Well, yeah, you look really prettier than me. By the way, you have something on your teeth." And the reason why you say that is because they'll get self-conscious and try to cover their mouth and go to the girls' restroom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Number three, act dumb and say, "I don't get it." If they tell you a mean joke, like, "You look so ugly. I can put on a nice girl suit and do it in 5 minutes." And you just act dumb and say, "I don't get it. Can you explain that a little more?"
Oh.
And they will get, and like I said, they'll get self-conscious and they'll probably leave you alone. But if they don't, then number four, you call them out.
Ooh.
Which basically means you say, basically you call them out, not in a mean way, but say like, "Wow, thanks for being mean to me. Well, I'm not trying to be mean to you. Can you please leave me alone and stand your guard?" And I wrote it down right here. I wrote it in the back of my book. And I think it's very useful, so that's why I like this. There's also a number 5, accusing them for liking you, but no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Definitely not.
Do those 4. But here's the grades that I'll give you for you. Number 1, are you okay? You can do it for any grade. Number 2, you have something on your teeth. You can do it for middle school or high school. And for 3 and 4, I don't get it or call them out. You can do it for any other grade.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing your truthful, like ugly truthful.
Yes, thank you. I am very welcome to share my truthfulness. I was very hesitant at this video at first. You should have seen me. I was like, I don't really want to do this.
Right, you don't want to do it, but
Yeah.
you know what? I raised you better. Daddy raised you better, right? And I want
Yes.
to be a truthful, no matter how much hard, bitter, how bitter it is. I always want you to be a truthful, because do you know what? My parents raised me like that, and how hard it is, I really like to be a truthful.
Yes, and so one reason why. So I'll give you 5 reasons why I like being truthful and 5 reasons I don't like being truthful.
Go ahead.
Number 1 of why. No, I'm gonna give you 3 since 5 is too long, and I'll give you something shorter.
Right.
3. So number 1, the reason why I like being truthful
Relax.
is because when you're being truthful, when you're more honest to other kids will like you and be friends with you. Number 2 of why I like being truthful is because you're not you're not lying, but also you're saying something that you want to give out, not in a mean way, but in a calm, nice way. Like if someone says, "Do you like my hair today?" You can just say, "I'm very, very honest. I do not like it, but I like how you have the pink strands in your hair."
Right.
Like that. And number 3 of why I like being truthful. Did I always say number 3?
No.
Oh, the reason why. So number 3 of reason why I like being truthful is because when you're being honest, you're basically going to be making more friends than you think you have. Because if people hear that you're truthful, and they're just going to be more friends with you, and you can be very popular.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you there. So another thing, your ADHD, do you notice you cannot control your hand? You have to touch something. You know that, right?
Throughout this whole video, I've been touching like I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I have to touch
she has
something.
yes,
I
he
am
has to touch.
fidgeters.
Yeah,
I'm
she
fidget.
have to touch something, right, Isabella?
I know.
She has, but it's okay, honey. That's your illness. You know, you didn't do purpose, and
And
it's okay for
also,
that.
if I sit in one place for too long, like this video has been 9 or 10 minutes, I do this.
Yeah, your body can't control.
I don't like sitting in one place. But if I'm alone in my room doing something nice and do sketches, I will literally sit there for 2 hours, sitting still and sketching or coloring.
No,
I
no,
will
no,
be
honey,
perfectly fine.
you don't. Do you know why? Cause yeah, you this is how you move. You move 24/7. Trust me, sweetheart. I sleep with you sometime, and you move a lot.
I know, I move a lot in my sleep. I
Right.
do. And I sleep talk. That's
Right.
the truth. I sleep talk and I sleep walk.
Yeah. Well, I want to wrap this, right? I just want to say, please, guys, if you have ADHD or autism, you know, come out as yourself and tell your family how you feel and how hard you feeling, right? And if you have ADHD or autism, right, don't spend your time in a laptop or movie or TikTok or Reels, anything. Go out, try to explore out, because my daughter therapy said if my daughter or my son goes out in, you know, like in a fresh air at least half hour, 45 minutes is extremely good for their
But
brain.
here's the thing, though. I like going outside, but you won't let me go like far back in the alley, like where Leah or Tigers goes.
Yeah,
You don't let me explore far out. Like I want to explore far out and
I know,
wide.
but here's the thing. When you're sick, who's the one take care of you?
Me.
No, me. Me, right? If you go on a excuse me, if you go proper way, you have a jacket, you have a, you know, pants, you have a t-shirt, everything. Sometimes you go barefoot, there's no jacket,
Yes.
nothing. Tell them the ugly truth, honey. I want you to
For
tell them
the
truth.
truth. I will literally go outside when it's like 50,
No, 31 degree.
30 or 40 degrees
No,
outside.
last week is all 30 degree. It was so damn cold.
Yes, if it's 30 degrees, like 30 degrees, I will literally go outside with shorts on, a t-shirt,
And you don't even get
barefoot.
cold. Yeah, but you
Barefoot.
get sick.
I don't get cold at all. I live in Minnesota. Minnesota gets like below 10 degrees. It
Right.
is freezing there.
Right.
I know what it's like in Minnesota. It is super cold there, but I don't care. I like
But you
cold.
get sick. You get sick.
I know, and I don't like getting sick.
Yeah, so, and I'm the one who take care of you. You know, I'm
Yeah.
the one who brings you from school. And guess what? Who pays your school?
Mommy and
No,
daddy.
Mommy only.
Really?
Yeah.
Only mommy?
Yeah, daddy responsible bit is the mortgage, house, electric bill,
Yes.
everything. Your school, your karate, your singing, your piano class, baby bell, everything is my responsibility.
Your responsibility?
Yes, my responsibility, and I take care of. Like I said, when I say let's say the ugly truth, I want you to be ugly truth, and it's okay. Don't be shy. It's okay.
Well,
You
here's
know, let them. If people judge you to being honest, let them judge. They're not gonna pay your damn bill. They're not gonna pay your tuition fee. Who's end of the day, mommy paying for it, right? But honest. All I want is honest.
Well, here's the honest. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys for honesty. I have a friend at school. She's super overprotective, and I hate it. I hate it. She will every 5 seconds she'll be around me like an overprotective bodyguard, and I hate it. I do not name.
No, don't mention anybody's name, please. It's illegal. Don't mention name.
For real? It's
Yeah,
legal?
100%. Don't mention name. Well, thank you so much for telling me your all ugly truth, and I really appreciate it. Tell you, you know, family, friends who has ADHD, or your fans, you know, tell their parents the truth and be good. You know, if you even if you cannot focus, try to be a focus. You know,
Yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
thankful for your parents.
Yes, be thankful for your parents. Number 1, they gave birth to you. Number 2, they pay the house bills. They pay your school fees. They pay everything for you. And number 3, they put a roof over your head.
Oh, thank you, darling. I appreciated that.
Yes, that is very true. And number 4, they give you food on the table.
Right. See, that's very good thing. And love your grandparents like my daughter
Yes.
does. She loves her grandparents.
Yes, I love my grandparents. I love everybody in my family. I love my cousins. I love my aunts. I love my uncles. I love my grandpa. I love my grandpa. I love everybody in
Yeah.
my family.
So thank you so much. Thank you really. I really appreciate it. And
You're welcome.
yeah, so you can say bye to your family, for friends.
Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to. If you want to watch more of these kind of videos, comment down below because I'm gonna make some more new videos and we're gonna be playing on the Oculus and it's really cool. So I love you guys. Bye. Hi guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be reading the book The Bernstein Bears and the Excuse Note by Stan and Jan Bernstein. So this book is about Sister Bear and she hurt her ankle and then she gets excused from the gym. Sister Bear liked school. She almost liked everything about it. She liked her classmate. She liked her teacher. Good morning, class. Good morning, Teacher Jane. She liked schoolwork too. She liked writing, although she had a little trouble with some of her letters. The scaredy kitten. Once there was a scaredy kitten. She was scared of everything. She was even scared of her own shadow. One day, she got tired of being scared of her own shadow. She said, "Shadow, I'm not scared of you anymore." And she wasn't. Sister Bear. Sister worked hard. After she got her eyes turned around, she got an A on one of her stories. The Sad Rock. Once there was a sad rock. It was sad because it was a rock. It wanted to be a tree, a flower, or a cloud. But the tree got cut down, the flower got stepped on, and the cloud floated away. But the rock just kept on being a rock. And it wasn't sad anymore. Sister Bear. Sister also liked reading. She liked it so much that she would read whenever she could. She took her reader to bed right along with her teddy bear. Sister liked numbers too. You could do so much with numbers. You could count, you could measure, and make sure you can get the right change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So over here, Sister Bear is jump roping and counting how many jump ropes she could do. Next, I forgot what this was called. It's not ping pong, but it's like a paddle and ball. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it that. She's counting how many times she could get the ball get on the paddle. Sometimes you do it like this, sometimes you do it like this. And over here, she is making sure she's counting all of the stars. There's too many stars to count, so I don't know how high she can get. Probably to 113. But there was one thing about school that Sister didn't like, and it was gym. Sister had fun in the schoolyard. She liked to run and jump and play games. But the gym wasn't fun and games. It was sweaty, nasty nuisance. Sister wasn't the only one who groaned when Teacher Jane said it was time for gym. Time for gym. Over here, she's playing hopscotch. And over here, she's playing tag. And over here, she's jumping along the sidewalk. Every day, Sister and her classmates pushed the tables and chairs out of the way to make room for jumping jacks, deep knee bends, and the duck walk. By the time they finished the gym, Sissy was hot, sweaty, and sore. School would have been so much nicer without dopey, useless gym. She thought as she pushed back the tables and chairs in place, if there was only one way to get out of gym. Then one day, Sister was getting off the school bus and she twisted her ankle. Ouch! The ankle hurt. Sister limped up from the stairs. It didn't hurt that much, but it made her remember something. While that she remembered this, while A while back, while her friend Lizzie Bruin had broken her arm, the arm got better, but while it was hurt, Lizzie was excused from gym. "Why are you limping, dear?" asked Mama Bear as Sister came through the door. "I twisted my ankle getting off the bus," said Sister. "Does it hurt a lot?" says Mama. "Yes," said Sister, "a lot. Let's put some ice on it to keep the swelling down," said Mama. "We'll see how it feels in the morning." "My ankle still hurts a lot," said Sister when she limped down to breakfast the next morning. "You'll need a bandage on your ankle," said Mama. "There's something else I'm going to need," said Sister. "What's that?" asked Mama as she wrapped a support bandage around Sister's ankle. "An excuse note," said Sister. "A note for me excused from the gym." This is the note that Mama wrote. "Dear Teacher Jane, please excuse Sister from the gym as she has a sore ankle. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Mama Bear." Don't mind the sticker that's on here. My little brother stuck the sticker on there. In the front of the book, there's stickers. So, yeah. So, when it was time for gym, Sister gave Teacher Jane the excuse note. She sat and watched the rest of the class get hot, sweaty, and sore doing jumping jacks, steep knee bends, and the duck walk. That day she sat and watched what she thought how much nicer school was without gym. But days passed. There was just one problem. Her ankle wasn't sore anymore. Not the least bit. When lunchtime came, a soccer ball bounced her way. Sister forgot she was supposed to have a sore ankle. She stand up and gave that ball a hard kick with the foot that was supposed to be the sore ankle. Then something strange happened. A paper airplane sailed her way. It landed beside her sore ankle. That someone was Teacher Jane. She had seen Sister kick the soccer ball. Then when Sister looked at the paper plane, she saw what it was. It was the excuse note. "I guess your ankle's feeling better," said Teacher Jane. "Much better, thank you," said Sister. After school that day, Sister took off the bandage. She told Mama what happened at school. "I see," said Mama. "I hate that old gym," says Sister. "It makes me all hot, sweaty, and sore, and it's no use at all." Mama took Sister into her lap, as she often did when she said something important to say. It may make you hot, sweaty, and sore, my dear," she said, "but gym is useful, very useful indeed. Just as writing, reading, and your numbers works are good for your mind, gym is good for your body. It will make you stronger and healthier. It might even make you help run faster and do other things better. But be that as it may, you may as try well to have fun in gym, whether it's part of school or you like it or not." Put my sticker down, please. Put my sticker down.
Hey, you're speaking. I can hear it. Stop it.
Sister took Mama's advice. She stopped complaining about gym and did the best she could. It did get sort of fun. In fact, Sister got so good at gym that Teacher James sometimes let her lead the class in jumping jacks, deep knee bends, and the duck walk. And it was good for her body, just as Mama said. She did get faster at running and a better jumper. And she also improved in her soccer game. But there was still one thing she didn't like at school. That thing was the duck walk. But then nobody likes the duck walk. The end. So I hope you'll like this video. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell icon. Also, if you want me to read more the Berenstain Bear books, you can comment down below. And yeah, that's it. And my mom did my hair. I think she did a really good job. It's really pretty. And if you want to see my whole suit, then here you go. I'm going to move this out of the way because I have a sitting stool. So this is the whole